And we are live.
That was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
How's everybody doing?
Welcome to Monday Night Tweed Talks.
Boy, I'm excited today. I just got home from the gym, and I was rushing because I realized, I had to shave. I had to put my best
You
Sunday.
put on your Monday best.
Yes, my Monday best for Master Vincent.
You need to call him sir.
Sir. We call him sir anyway.
Yes. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Make sure when you come in, you let us know you are here. Please leave us a comment. And for our guests, as usual, you guys know, hi, Jared. Feel free to ask them any questions while they are live. Hopefully they will be able to give you an answer. I'm sure Vincent would be happy to oblige. So how was the gym? I haven't seen you all day.
I've been on the gym all day because I went actually because I had a private class, and
Okay, yeah.
And then I got a call saying that she couldn't make it. So
Oh boy.
So I ended up working out by myself, which is cool. Always got to take care of the opportunity and the time.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And the kids have been asking me to do skills that I haven't done in years. So So good evening, Jared. And of course, I'm not telling them, but I'm going to surprise them soon enough.
Well, the only way to surprise people is to mention you're going to do something on live.
I'm going to do something on live.
This is my 4th video conference class
Today, yes.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, it's been a crazy day.
Well, yeah. Tell me about the class today.
Well, the first class, we have a Zoom. My parents teach the 5-hour class for unlicensed drivers.
Of course.
So we teach that on Zoom. So then I finished that. That was 12, 12 to, it's a 5-hour class. So then I quickly rushed home, jumped into my Zoom hosting class. Today was the last class. It was a 4-week session. It was, hi, Joanne. It was definitely bittersweet. Definitely bittersweet. I have been doing hosting and spokesperson work for years, but I wanted to hone my skills.
Okay. Because I was wondering, because you're so good at it, so I didn't understand why you were taking the class.
Well, you're a phenomenal gymnastics coach
and I still
and shiatsu practitioner, and you still study. So I believe that you should still continue to study
until your last breath.
Yeah.
Now I'm excited because Vincent does so many things,
and
we like humanitarian that do things with kids.
Yes, absolutely.
And even though I was excited about the martial art and excited, and we had commonalities such as Qigong and Tai Chi, I was excited about that, but then the humanitarian thing got me, and I was looking at it all day. I tried to upload it, but it was too large, the file, so I couldn't. But anyway, we're going to put that on the link after this, because you must see it.
We are the masters of getting through technical difficulties, because we were doing this when Facebook Live was like, what I say, press the green man
to
the left of the like.
Okay, so we got a lot to cover, so we're going to bring him in.
Yeah.
Don't look at him too much because he's very good looking.
He has a little Keanu Reeves going on.
Yeah, we're going to ask him about that too.
Okay. Let's bring him in.
How are you, sir?
I'm really good. How are you? Great to see you.
I am super good.
I said great to see both of you.
Great to see you.
Likewise. Great to see you too.
I always wanted a chance to get to talk to you. And every time I saw you, Auburn showcase, there were a lot of people around you. So it was hard to get to talk to you in a length of time. It was always like, hello, let's take a picture. Yeah, because
Well, I apologize for that.
well, no, that's actually good.
Yeah.
Because I like watching people from afar, and you could see more, from the way people behave when they think you're not watching it.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
And
now I really have to behave.
oh no, behave as you want to. This is free.
So Vincent, how have you been during this whole quarantine? That's one of the questions that we try to ask all of our guests.
I've actually been really good. I've looked at this from introspection. I've found this as difficult as it has been for everybody in many different ways. But personally, I've looked at it in a positive way. Of how, okay, there's so many things that I had planned for this year, so much travel that I had planned. I was supposed to perform again at Carnegie Hall just last month. So all these things did not happen, but there were so many things that I focused on that I probably wouldn't have. So in that way, it's been really a positive thing for me. And I've been writing a lot, because obviously I'm a correspondent, and so I write with the UN and for the Medium and for Wall Street News Agency. So I mean, since May 12th, I mean, there's over 50 published articles. So I've been writing
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So it's been really good. And also I've been putting in a lot of hours on the piano, new compositions and so forth. Because even though obviously, like every concert hall was canceled throughout the world, I'm now, they put me on the roster for opening season of 21 October at Carnegie. So with that, I've been working with my classical piano coach, who's via Zoom, who now lives in LA, and composing. And so, it's actually been a good time. I mean, sure, I miss traveling, no doubt, but we have to find optimism, positivity in our lives, no matter how difficult it is. Yeah. I notice a piano in the back, and from it's far away, but it looks like 5'7", 5'8", or 6 foot. Am I right?
Whatever's on the green screen, sure.
It's a green screen. You got me, man. You got me.
It's a gorgeous instrument.
Who's the musician?
Well, I play a little bit, but the piano is over there behind the green screen.
Oh, okay. Well,
everyone in this house.
You got me, because I say, wow, that's a beautiful room. I like that.
Yeah.
You're not the first one that said that.
Yes.
Well, perfect choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most of the people in this house play a little something on either piano or guitar or something.
Something. She plays the violin and ukulele.
Okay. I know Pedro, I know we probably talked about this before, but I'm hearing an accent. Is it Haitian? Is it from the Caribbean? Is it Jamaican? Trinidad?
Dominican Republic.
Dominican. Okay, DR. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and a lot of people confuse me because they
Punta Cana, man, Punta Cana.
Oh, are you going to take me there?
You better.
Oh,
there.
We have family, and we have a home over there. It's not mine, it's my mom, but eventually we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Well, after this whole insanity passes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we miss you at Urban, even though it was virtual, we were there.
We missed everyone at Urban. Yeah.
Everybody missed everyody. Yes, I know.
Oh my goodness, that was something though. We were on 5 days interviewing people.
Yeah.
That's good.
And it was 5 people a day. Yeah.
Oh boy.
So where do you want to start with, Vincent, huh?
Well, you have so much that you do that I didn't know. I kept reading and researching, and the more I researched, the more I didn't know where I wanted to start. So
it's all fake news. Come on.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I've seen it.
Oh, God.
So you studied martial art the old-fashioned way, which is passed down from your parents. That's the way I love it.
Oh yeah,
that's correct. Yeah, father's Chinese, mother is British. So we date it back to the actually beginning of the Ming Dynasty, 1368. So it's been passed down from father to son, like so many family styles of martial arts.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And you started when you were 8.
I was correct. Yes. You have been researching.
Oh yeah, I research everything on everybody. And the style is Lingar.
Yeah. Yeah. Our family Chinese name is Lyn, even though we spell it of my generation, actually my father's generation, Lyn. And the reason is when my grandfather left China, made his way first to America. So it was southern China, then it was Hawaii, then he landed in San Francisco. So when he said what his name is, he just said Lyn, the person wrote it in there phonetically in English instead of, and that happened a lot with names.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah. Obviously at that time, landing in San Francisco, many of the Chinese immigrants was used as slaves to build the railroads. They were still wearing the queue, and actually my grandfather shaved his head like many of our family members. So him seeing all this kind of horrific slavery going on of the Chinese, he said, no, I'm not staying here. Right. And so he made his way south through the Panama Canal, and eventually he ended up in the Caribbean in Jamaica. So it's actually where my father was born, in Jamaica. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And then from there you taught, and then you did movies.
Yeah. Fast forward real quick. Well, it's interesting. You just mentioned, and I don't think I've repeated a lot of things over the years in so many interviews, but as one thing, it just brought up his name. And I don't think many people know this, but you mentioned Keanu Reeves.
Right.
And interestingly enough, he was born in Lebanon. I was born in Yemen. So both of us are born in the Middle East.
Right.
But not because our parents are from the Middle East. His mother is British, like my mother is British.
Right.
His father, I think, was born in Hawaii, but of Chinese descent, and a few other flavors from Southeast Asia. So in that way, we're very much, very, very alike in terms of upbringing. Yeah. So it's quite interesting. But there's one other thing, a tidbit of information. Let's see, in 93, I was living in LA for a year. I had left Hong Kong after doing, my film kind of experience in Hong Kong. And I went to LA for a year. And I actually, I shouldn't say interviewed, but auditioned for a movie called Little Buddha.
Oh, yes.
Which starred Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, right.
Yeah. And the funny story behind that was I get into the room where everybody's kind of waiting in line to do their audition. And the casting director walks in. Of course, I'm in a room with, all very, very Asian looking actors. Right. And she looks at me and she says, are you here to audition? I said, yeah. She said, for what film? And I said, well, for Little Buddha. She says, but you're not Asian. I said, well, I'm here to audition for it because I'm half, so it's funny that, and of course it was a very young, we were both young, but a very young Keanu Reeves who got the part, and he's a mix as well. So there you go.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. was gonna.
Yeah.
Now,
No.
were you auditioning for the same role?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hate it when that happens. My wife had me audition for.
It happens. It's the nature of the business. It's okay.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
It really is.
Will you believe that one time, I auditioned for, and I was playing the national anthem in the piano.
Oh, on the piano, yeah.
Right, and they wanted an old man, an older man, and my age.
Yeah.
And I auditioned. I play the piano and I play. Yeah, he's great. Guess why they rejected me?
Because you're wearing glasses? I don't know.
I had too much energy. I didn't look old enough.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's like that. That's just
yeah. That's just what it is. So then, you mentioned there's something about the Matrix on your bio. I think I saw.
Yeah, the interesting thing about the Matrix, when after doing like 19 films in Hong Kong, obviously the person behind the Matrix in terms of the choreographer, the action director, Yuen Wo-ping, who I had worked with closely on the first film I did, which also co-starred a very, very young Donnie Yen, which was called Tiger Cage. After I had finished and went to LA, when they were in post-production of The Matrix, the production manager, or I should say Yuen Wo-ping's partner, who I'm still very close friends with today, he's my Dai Go in Cantonese, meaning big brother, actually tried to get me in on doubling that part, which actually would have been kind of perfect. I mean, I could have done that. I mean, we look so alike, with the same height and everything, but like things, they don't necessarily turn out the way you want them to. So, but he's always, from the very first film, he's been looking out for me 30 years later. So God bless him. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That is awesome.
Actually, in 2012, he brought me over to Hong Kong. I was back in Connecticut, and if you know what is called the Eurovision Song Contest, which is one of the biggest song contests in the world, but it's based in Europe. They had one. It was the first year in Asia. It was based in Hong Kong, and Fish, that's what we call him, Fish Fong. He calls me up and he says, there's this competition. He said, can you write a song and send it? And I said, what? I said, I need it like tomorrow, basically. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, something together. I sent it over, and it got chosen out of 600 songs.
Wow.
And so I flew to Hong Kong, and there were 20 semi-finalists for this. So it was aired to 1 billion people in China, all over Southeast Asia. And so I said, well, are you going to find me a singer? I said, because this is like, kind of R&B, right? And I said, I'm going to need a good singer who can sing R&B. I said, I don't know if many Chinese singers can sing R&B. So they said, oh, no, we'll find someone. So after 20 hours on a plane, I go directly. I arrived at like 11 p.m. I had to go directly to the recording studio. No singer. So the semifinals, which was airing live, was 2 days later. So we rehearsed with the backup band. We went through the chart. I gave them the charts and stuff. So we rehearsed, and I said, singer, what about the singer? I said, because I'm not going to sing. So I'll compose a song, so then we'll find someone tomorrow. So following day, back in the recording studio, I'm sitting there. My niece was there, Fish Fong, photographer, and two girls walked in. And the one he had in mind was, they were both Filipino, and the Filipino actually musicians are like really, really good. They do nightclubs and play on the cruise lines in Hong Kong. And so I thought, okay, this isn't bad. So I said, okay, let's go through it. Well, after a couple of takes, I'm like, I'm looking at my niece, I'm looking at fish, and I'm like, this ain't gonna work. So I looked at her friend and I said, can you sing? She said, well, I just arrived from the Philippines and I'm working in a nightclub. I said, yeah, but can you sing? She said, well, yeah, I can sing. I said, well, do you want to try it? So one take, it was like she blew it out of the park. I mean,
wow.
It was unbelievable. So the next day we performed semifinals. We didn't know the answer. She had to fly back to the Philippines. I flew back to the States. And we're on pins and needles. And like 5 days later, we still don't know anything. And I called Fish and I said, did you hear anything? Did you hear anything? Are we in the final? So a day later, you're in the final. So I called Nika in Philippines. I said, we're in the final. So I said, we got to fly back to Hong Kong. We got to be in the finals in a week. So I flew back to Hong Kong. She flew back to Hong Kong. We changed a new arrangement of the chart. And so it went down to 8 finalists. We got 4th place.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's quite amazing, the whole thing.
I love that story.
That's a great story. That is a great story.
There's 2 days left. We need a singer.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
And I love when things happen like that too.
Yeah.
When, it's not expected. Now we had Jerry G. Jerry G is one, he says you're his idol.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Oh. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to put on my mask.
Oh, great. Actually, to get to hearing you, Vincent. That's what he says.
Jerry, if you have a question, throw it out at me, man. Anything you want. Well, within reason.
Within reason, yes.
Well, Jerry's a pretty funny guy. He's been following us for a while, so.
When Pedro was reading, some stuff off from your bio. No,
I wasn't reading. I memorized it.
You memorized?
Oh boy, man, you are good.
Well, I was really, really impressed at the whole elite modeling thing. Because I think he just sort of like browsed through that and like.
Well, I was going to get to that.
Elite? No, but.
Yeah.
He just completely didn't even understand the whole what elite meant. I'm like, okay, that's like one of the elite models.
Yeah. I guess it's that and Ford. Probably considered the most famous in the world. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
I signed. It happened during when I was doing film in Hong Kong, like in the midpoint, and I got signed with Elite. And was signed with them for 5 years. So, I did a lot of runway, photographic, high fashion, Gucci, Yves Saint Laurent, Levi's. I mean, a lot of different designers. Yeah. So that was, yeah.
We've never heard of any of those.
Really? If I mention like, I don't know, Walmart or no.
It's right down the street.
I didn't do Walmart. No.
It probably wasn't around then.
No, it definitely wasn't,
Yeah.
So we're hoping that Jerry will ask some questions, but
Jerry, fire him out. Let's go.
Oh, there you go.
He's saying so just so Vincent knows, I'm starstruck. He wants to be able to connect with you on Facebook.
Okay, well, cool, but answer me something, man.
That's something, Jerry.
That wasn't a question, Jerry.
I know, right? Oh, brother. We'll give him time.
Yeah, we'll give him a minute.
Yeah, we'll give him a minute.
He said he loved watching your fighting scene. Me too.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah. Me too. I love, and now he could watch it on YouTube as well.
That's the thing, I mean, our technology is just so moving so fast. I mean, it's amazing that so many of these films. Yeah, I mean, not all of them, but many of them, because some of the film companies just won't allow even YouTube to show the stuff. But many of the films, especially many of the famous ones, certainly the one with Jackie Chan and many others, you can watch on YouTube for sure. It's great. Yeah.
Or how about Amazon?
Yeah, and that's Amazon Prime, and I'm sure that specifically the millennial, the younger crowd, I'm sure they have ways of of finding these other sites where they can find these movies. Don't ask me how they do it, but hey, God bless them.
Which movie did you do with Cynthia?
Cynthia was Blonde Fury. It was actually the second film that I did. When it was funny because I went to Hong Kong. It was really a dream that I got the role of playing this lead villain in Tiger Cage, because Tiger Cage was literally Yuen Wo Ping's comeback film. He was the one that originally started Jackie Chan's career way back in the late 70s with Drunken Master and Snake and the Eagle Shadow. And he took a kind of hiatus. And 1988, he was doing this film Tiger Cage, and he used basically every major Hong Kong star from the Shaw Brothers and the new stars at the time. So to be in the film playing this, lead villain with all these amazing stars that many of them I had grown up on. And then of course, very young Donnie Yen. So, and look at where his career has come, which is incredible. God bless him too. So yeah, it was very surreal. And so I just went originally to Hong Kong to do this one film. And I thought, oh, I'm going to get this out of my system. I'm going to go back home and, open up the martial arts school and all that. And it didn't turn out that way, because what was one film became 19, and
Right.
Yeah.
And can you tell our audience the name of the film that you did with Jackie Chan? I know what it is, but
well, no, I forgot. No, I think everybody knows that. It was called Operation Condor. Actually, original title, because it was supposed to be based on a sequel of the original Armor of God. So they named it Armor of God 2, but actually when it hit the theaters, they changed the title to Operation Condor. Yeah.
I'm curious about how you did that stunt with the wind.
Obviously that's not real wind. They used obviously massive fans,
right,
and hoses and all these things, but we were obviously attached on harnesses and wires. And this is way before there were any kind of green screen or any special effects. So all the stuff we were doing is real. There's no blue screen or green screen behind it. This is all real sets, and we're all being, catapulted through the air. And so yeah, it was very painful.
I'm sure it was.
Very dangerous, but yeah.
So Jerry finally jumped in and asked a question. He wants to know if you're still acting or you're doing your charity work, and what charities are you doing, which I think would be a good way for us to segue into your humanitarian stuff. Okay. Thank you, Jerry, for the question. So
good question.
Go ahead.
A good question. I've always thought about going back to film, but it would be a question of, well, if it was something that I really felt really good about. I mean, I just don't want to. It's kind of thing you can't. I don't feel one can go backwards. We have to go forward. So with all the films I did, which was more than 25, I thought, if something really came along that really struck me, to the core, then I probably would definitely think about it for sure. But with the work, the foundation I started, the humanitarian work, which I started 6 years ago, it's taken up so much of my time and passion. So I look at it in the way that of all the things that I've done, be it film, music, or whatever, the humanitarian work really, nothing else comes even close to.
I bet.
To doing, because I'm doing work, I'm helping people, I'm helping children,
right.
and I don't. What can be better than that? I don't think. I don't think there's anything really. So yeah, but I will let Jerry know and everybody else know that a company in Britain, in London actually, want to do a documentary about my life. And I was approached, it was last year. So yeah, we should have, and we would have been shooting already. But obviously COVID put that on the hiatus too. So we hope to start shooting it next year. And they want to shoot it from the side. Yeah, I mean, we could do a whole like 6-part series of all these things that I've done, but the idea is, or the concept is, here's a person that was this Hong Kong film actor, elite model, and he kind of gave all that up to do this like, insane humanitarian work, going to some of the most dangerous places in the world. So why would anyone do that? What would make someone do that? So that's the kind of angle they want to tell the story from. And I think that probably is the best way. Yeah. So
I think that's important.
Yeah. So I'll be really excited to shoot this. Yeah.
What exactly inspired you to start the Weekend Save the Children?
We Can Save Children started, I was doing close protection, executive protection work in Ghana and Kenya. This was about 6 years ago. And so I was protecting a very, very wealthy philanthropist from Sweden. And the family had been building a lot of infrastructure like shelters and schools, clean water in Ghana and Kenya. So yeah, it had nothing to do with the work that I went onto, but we were visiting a shelter in Ghana, and where children had just been rescued from child slavery. And there were about 15 children ranging in the ages from 5 to 15, mostly boys, a few girls. But for me, and I've said this many times, it was the look in their eyes. Here I am, supposed to be doing this job of protection, but you get sucked in. You're looking at these children, and they were sitting on this stone step, and their eyes were like, they were emotionless. They looked like shark's eyes. No emotion. You could see the fear. And the interesting thing was that we couldn't stay very long. 15 minutes was about maximum, because the head of the shelter, James Kofi Annan, who started Challenging Heights, said we had to leave because the children are starting, or would be thinking, that we are white slavers coming to take them. So, yeah, so that look has stayed with me for the past 6 years, and will always be with me. And that's what made me want to start this work. And at the time, I didn't know how I was going to get involved, or what the process was. But I just I'm the kind of person that I throw myself in 100%. And so, and I need to be on the ground, not do it from afar. So I said, okay, fine. I'm going to go to these countries. I'm going to go to Uganda. I'm going to go to Thailand and Cambodia and Syria, Iraq. So, and that's what I did. Yeah.
Well, I saw the videos that you made, and I tried to upload one of them, but it was too large.
Okay. So, actually, they're right on. I mean, they're all on YouTube, of course. So you probably can go directly from YouTube. I think that would be easy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I should have done. I still don't know how to work this whole thing yet.
Especially the one I recently did, which was the one on Syria 2020. That was done this year, earlier this year. Yeah.
Earlier this year. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna put that video up anyway after
Okay.
done. And what else would you want to ask about that?
Cheers.
Oh, there's a way for people to donate.
Make a donation. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, you can go directly to wecansavechildren.org.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they could donate there. And you said $30 is like a base.
Look,
or?
I mean, that was I think the number you're is from the very first PSA, which was for Challenging Heights, because what's happened over the course of these past 6 years, initially I was working with other organizations, other NGOs, and of course eventually I just decided to start my own profit. So at that time we were working on an initiative to rescue children off of Lake Volta in Ghana. I've done another initiative a couple of years ago in Uganda where we, to support over 1,000 orphans, buying them actually agricultural land, which we bought 12 acres of land. So there's been many different initiatives. So I don't like to say, oh, you have to donate $30. I mean, you could donate $10. It doesn't matter,
Right.
The price of a coffee, it really makes
Mm-hmm.
everything helps. Yeah.
Yes.
When you consider many of these countries, the average wage is $1.25 a day. So $5 is a whole heap of money to many of them. Yeah.
Well, we make sure we let people know about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Please.
We'll definitely share the link.
Yeah, and of course we're going to donate
and we
too.
will make our donation as well.
Thank you.
So then, so first came martial art. I mean, there's so much I want to talk to you about. Martial art and then Chinese medicine.
It did come first, because from my father's side, but then from my mother's side, the music came.
Right.
So, and I actually started piano at a considerably late age in terms of going to Boston Conservatory of Music. Most pianists I met at the conservatory started when they were like 3-4 years old, like my mother. So I was actually 11. It was very late to get to that kind of level, but I guess it worked out.
It really did, because I started taking piano when I was in high school.
Okay.
But I was a little lazy about reading music, so I used to do everything by ear.
Okay. Yeah.
We didn't have a piano at home, so I couldn't practice. So I would memorize the song, and then when it was time for me to play for my teacher,
gosh.
Oh yeah.
So it was time for me to play for my teacher, and I'm sitting there and I'm playing, and everybody said, "Yeah, that was good." And the teacher said, "You get a C-."
Where are you? I have a question. Where are you based? In New York?
New York.
Upstate New York.
Yeah, upstate. Yeah.
How far upstate? Like
about 2 hours
from the city.
Yeah.
Just under 2 hours from the city.
Well, I'm very optimistic, because even though it's a ways out, I prepare now or start preparing. So let's hope that the Carnegie Hall concert will definitely happen. Like all concerts, will be back able to go, and the Urban Action Showcase, so that both of you will be there at Carnegie Hall.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
And that will be my 5th performance there. Yeah. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So you could be Carnegie Hall alumni at this point.
Yeah, yeah, we would love to go.
That's not a bad thing to be.
Well, it's interesting. My mom passed away 5 years ago. She didn't get to see. She actually died 2 weeks before my last concert, which was October 2015, right? And but she saw the previous three, and I remember the first concert, and just that I was given the opportunity to perform there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who's going to say no to that, right? So it sold out within 3 weeks, and even Carnegie Hall was shocked.
Wow.
I mean, it was shocked. And there were friends and family calling me up because they were, you know, like most people, oh, wait till later, I'll wait till later.
Right.
They were calling me up and said, oh, come on, you must have some tickets on the side. They said, I don't have any tickets. What do you think this is? I said, this is Carnegie Hall. You got to call the box office. You got to go online, whatever.
So
I don't have any tickets. I said, they sold out. So after the concert, there was an after party at a local hotel in Midtown, and we're in the car, and I get a call, and it's from the executive director at Carnegie Hall, and they said, "We want to put you on the roster for next season. How is that?" So I said, "What?" I said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Wait a minute." They said, no, we want you back. I said, "Really?" I said, "Okay." So I said to my mom, my father's driving him, I said, "They want me to be back at Carnegie Hall next year." They said, "Well, did you tell him yes? Why are you even asking me? You know, what are you even talking about?"
That is pretty amazing.
So it was your mom that taught you.
Yeah, the first teacher for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, when I was playing and the teacher noticed that I didn't turn the page, he failed me. So
I just have to bring up something. The sir.
Yes.
Because it could be Mr. It could be, who knows, Professor, Doctor. I don't know. You know, all those things. But yeah, you know, I don't go around people, you know, bowing and kowtowing to me, saying "sir, sir, sir." But it's I was knighted actually.
Yes.
4 years ago. Yeah, and it's for the humanitarian work that I've done. So
okay.
yeah, not for anything else. So I take that very humbly, you know, to be given that kind of, whatever you want to call it, title or something. But for humanitarian work, I'll take it. I won't take it for anything else. Yeah, because I'm not a one for titles. Even, you know, even the whole title Grand Master, I have an issue with that. And I'm like students in the past or at events, "Oh, Grandmaster Lyn." I'm like, no, don't call me that at all. I said, "You want to call me Sifu, it's fine," which is like fatherly teacher, like sensei, you know.
Right.
No master, no grandmaster, none of that stuff. I just it kind of rubs me the wrong way. At least that's for me. But I understand others, it's fine. But for me,
it's so annoying when my husband keeps calling me queen all day. I'm like, honey, please. Just
well, come on. Well, sir needs a queen. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but if I call her queen, that makes me a king. So.
Oh.
Well, you could be the court jester as well.
Oh. That's true. That is true.
Remember, look. If you make her laugh, if you make her smile, if you make her happy, you are set in stone.
Listen, I got to tell you, Vincent, when the first time I met her laugh really loud because I said, "You want to marry me?" And she said,
That's not true.
Well, how long have you been together?
12 years we've been married. 13 years we've been together.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, yeah. That's wonderful. You look you just kind of fit. You're like yin and yang, you know. It's kind of.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That is true. I don't know what happened to me that day when I first met her. She came to my kickboxing class, and it was love at first kick.
Well, hopefully you weren't practicing the piano.
No, that may have run away.
I mean, I don't know. I've never heard you play, so you know, I'm just.
She came in, and I tell people the story all the time that everything changed. It was like everything went gray, and the only thing I saw was her, even though there were other people there.
Well, as long as everything didn't go black, you know, it's like.
Yeah, it didn't. Well, I was already black, so.
You know, you have a future in comedy, Vincent.
Yeah, I know. God, thank God we didn't quit our day jobs, right?
Well, I'm gonna give it a tag.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
For our viewers that are still on, make sure you guys go to wecansavechildren.org so you can find out more about Vincent's mission.
Please do. Please do.
You can also make a donation should you feel moved to. That would be great. It's going to an amazing cause. You guys have heard Vincent talk about it. And you can even see some of his videos on YouTube, you said, Vincent, right?
Well,
they just released a brand new 4K remastered version of Operation Condor.
Oh, okay.
And it has a whole booklet in there where I did this very kind of lengthy, like, goodness, like a 10-page interview in it. So it has a booklet. I mean, it's beautifully done. I mean, the artwork, I know the artist who interviewed me for it. So yeah, I think it's only released maybe a couple of months ago. So it's a beautiful version of Operation Condor on 4K. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Remastered, full length. No,
Remastered.
So many versions out there that have been kind of cut. So this is the full length version, which actually never showed theatrically in America. They showed a cut version of it. Yeah.
And what about your music? Tell us about your music and CDs.
Well, I mean, okay. Well, let's see, I became a Grammy artist. How many years ago? 5, 6 years ago? Well, no, longer than that, because it was 2011. Yeah, because I released an album called Heaven Bound along with the first Carnegie concert I did back in 11. So, wow, I've been a Grammy artist for 9 years. God, it goes by so fast. So, yeah, so since there's been 4 albums. I should have again released another one this year, but you know, this year has been like surreal.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's a crazy, really crazy. Yeah.
We're almost done with it though.
Let's hope that. I hope.
2020. Well, we're almost done with 2020, and I feel like 2021 is already looking up. I know it.
Well, a lot of people.
I definitely. Yeah, we have to. You know, the first question you asked me is how have I felt about this year? And I've always been positive, and I'm always looking forward, always being an optimist for sure.
Right.
Always seeing the glass half full.
Half full. Yeah.
Yes. You know, I want to let people know also that they could go because you did a lot of writing throughout this pandemic, a lot of writing.
Oh man, I've done it. Yeah.
A lot of insightful things that I was looking at.
Oh, thank you.
And I love that stuff. You know, somebody keeping you positive, you know, and you talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I just want to tell people to go out there and read what you have.
Please do. You can go directly. I mean, all the articles since when is it? May 12th. So there's like 50, published on Vincent. You can just go vincentlyn.medium.com. Yeah, and they're all there for you to take a peruse over.
Right. Oh, well, you know, I'm a bigger fan now.
Okay.
I was a fan before.
Oh, thank you.
Now that we got to talk to you at length, you know, I have to order all your CDs.
You don't have to do that. Send me your address. I'll mail you a few. How about that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, autograph. I like that.
I love
My
that.
pleasure. Yeah. I'll even I'll even autograph my book on martial arts, as you're a martial artist. Yeah, I'll send you that too.
Cool.
Christmas gifts. Christmas is coming.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel like I got to send you something. I'm going to send you a copy of my book.
No, you did. You've done this. You don't have to send me anything. I don't want anything. This is it. This is the present right here.
Yeah, but
then you're welcome.
But you know what? You know you know what? I'm going to have bragging rights that you have my book. So I send it to you.
Oh God.
Okay.
Awesome. Wow. I feel like I could talk to you for the next 3 days.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a good thing. What are you doing between now and the end of the year? Staying close to home, like most.
I'm still teaching gymnastics.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got that, and we are not going to go to too many meets this year because too many competition.
Yeah.
So pretty much gymnastics, and then what we like to do. And
I'm actually back on set this Sunday.
She's back on set. So
I'm back on film set.
She's
wonderful.
Yes.
One in New York.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right by it's Saugerty, so up towards Albany.
Okay. Great. Good. Well, be mindful, be proactive, wear your mask and all that.
Yes.
You'll have to get tested like everybody else before you're on.
Yeah, they're actually sending me the test.
Oh, good. Yeah. Wonderful.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been very careful about it.
One must be mindful about being smart. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We've only got one life. We can't mess with it. Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
Especially something that's invisible, Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on. It's such a pleasure.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. Thank you.
But you're also a doctor.
Well, not medical, but it's my PhD is in philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you did Chinese medicine as well, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. The guys that
I've studied it. Yeah, but I would never say I'm a doctor of Chinese medicine. I certainly studied it a lot. Yeah, but
me as well.
Yeah.
The guy that was teaching me was passed down to him from his parents.
Yeah.
The old-fashioned way. But it's really good.
It's the best way.
Yes, it actually is.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm going to practice my Qigong right after this.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us, Vincent.
Thank you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Same to you.
Yeah. We'll send you the address.
And do that. And Santa will be good to you this year.
Oh, great. Thank you so much.
Have a good night, Vincent.
Yes, too. God bless.
God bless.
Wow.
I just want to say that was such an amazing and informative interview. That humanitarian thing just really like pulled at my heartstrings. And I think what Jerry was saying, because he made a comment that he wanted to, I don't know, Jerry, were you trying to say you wanted to connect with Vincent and do some work in the humanitarian field? If I understood your comment correctly. So please clarify, Jerry. I want this house behind me.
Yeah, this house is awesome. I want the piano behind us.
Yeah.
One of the kids was watching when we were interviewing Rohan, and his kids were watching. And he said, boy, that house, paying too much money for you in private.
Is that what he said?
No, I made that up, but it's funny, isn't it?
It was, yeah.
No, he did say something about, Luis was there, doctor in the house.
Okay, so hey, Louise. So Jerry did say that. Jerry, I would say he already knows you're going to connect with him on Facebook, so please do. And if you go, we should go.
To Carnegie Hall.
Well, we're obviously going.
We're gonna go.
But Jerry's talking about getting involved with Vincent with the humanitarian work.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna give you the information, Jerry.
Yeah.
And
yeah. We
like I said, I could have told to him.
We can save children.org.
Yes. And we're going to put all the links. Mm-hmm. Well, my wife's going to do that. She always do that.
We can save children.org.
Yes.
Yes, Jerry. Yeah. Especially when it comes to children.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday we went to Gallery 222 in Hurleyville, local gallery. And they are connected with the Hurleyville Art Center.
Right.
We went to see Rohan's unveiling of his portrait series, and it was quite amazing. These portraits are basically billboard size. And they're on the side of the building in Hurleyville. So, and you guys can see, I posted those pictures on my page yesterday. So you can see his poster series. There's 5 of them. I think he did 12. There's 5 of them that are posted. They will be up the whole year. And I'm told that if you see it at night, the posters are backlit. Yes. So I'm really excited to see that.
We may take it right under
this necklace, it's a snake, and I absolutely love it. This was from another local artist, and I cannot remember her name. Something S. Marquette, something like that.
By the way.
Oh, and I'm so bummed that I don't remember her name. I would give her a shout out. Also, we bought from one of your former gymnasts.
Yeah, Carrie. Yes. Callie. She actually came and fixed your necklace.
Oh, she fixed it. Callie
she did. Yeah, she did it right. She's also a musician, and I talked to her about coming on our show.
You're just talking to everybody.
That's right.
So yes, I got we got a couple of things, and we also last week we had on Barbara Martinez, and who else we had on?
Orlando,
yeah, Barbara and Orlando. We had them both on, and we were talking about how they opened this gorgeous artisan market in Middletown, the Emporium Market, and they have all these beautiful homemade, handmade gifts, food, paintings. They have all these different kinds of artists. So if you guys are here, shop locally. Some of them you may also be able to shop online. So we posted that information last Monday. So follow them on Instagram, on Facebook, or whatever, so you guys can support local artists. Look at this. Gorgeous. Yeah.
You too, Louise. Happy Thanksgiving, Stacey. I have to call her.
So, what was I going to say? No one is on that's going to do the trivia question. So we'll just not do the
Jerry
trivia.
G. He probably knows.
Jerry, do you know the answer to the trivia question?
Or Louise.
You know, Daryl didn't come in. And where has our friend Daniel been?
He said that he had some family thing today.
Oh, I think you did mention that.
Yeah.
You did mention that.
No, I don't know where Daniel been, but
no, not Daniel. I mean Daryl.
Daryl, yeah, he sent me a message before.
So the film that I'm doing on Sunday.
What is this movie?
They're sending me a COVID test in the mail.
Wow.
So I have to manually.
Asking if they send me one too.
Myself.
I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna.
I was going to ask, can someone help? Because I have to administer my own COVID test because it's supposed to be taken in between like a certain period of time. And these are like rapid results because, you can't go on set, obviously, if you've been exposed or if you have the virus. So, I'm not looking forward to that, but, you got to do what you got to do. This film has actually we were supposed to shoot this film last spring. Before
the pandemic.
No, honey, well before the pandemic. Last spring. So then it was postponed once, then it was postponed again, then it was postponed because of COVID. Now we're finally get to shoot it, and I'm really anxious. I'm really anxious. The schedule has already changed. I was supposed to shoot the day before Thanksgiving and then 2 days after, but it changed to just one day. So that's
So Jerry wants to know what the question was.
well, what was the question?
Um,
We didn't write it down, honey. If I didn't write it down, it's not in there. Anyway, Jerry, the question was in our interview. It's not in there. In our interview with we interviewed a couple of people from the Urban Action Showcase. We interviewed Penny Leleu. Her film was submitted into the Urban Action Film Festival. We wanted to know what the name of the film was, and also what is the name of her company, The Blank Director. It's a two-part question.
And if you could give us the answer to that question, we'll send you a gift.
In the mail.
Yes.
For free.
I can't believe.
Who doesn't like goodies? Who doesn't like free stuff?
Oh my goodness! I'm getting you know what's funny is I saw Vincent the first time that I saw him. He had that book, and I saw the book. I said, I gotta get that book.
Mm-hmm.
But we had left because we had something to do. We had left earlier, and I didn't get to get the book.
Are you blaming me?
No, I'm not blaming you. I'm just telling you the coincidence that
I feel almost
he's gonna
like,
send me the
honey,
book.
you had something to do, so we had to leave.
No, stop. I don't blame people for things. Okay, so the question was.
You want me to repeat it again?
Yes.
Okay. In our interview with Penny Leleu, what was the name of the film she submitted into the Urban Action Showcase, and what is the name of her company? It's The Blank Director.
I want to know how he was able to see what kind of piano that was. Just like, that's amazing.
Well, if you know your pianos, you know what you're looking at.
Okay.
So you guys, we're going to say goodnight. We'll be back on Monday at 8 p.m.
Thank you, Jared.
In my beautiful house behind us. So, so thank you guys for joining us live on Tweed Talks. Have a great night.
Okay. And as always, love, peace, and harmony. We'll see you.